They came from all the corners of the Empire. Knights, mercenaries, recruits. They descended on the surrounding lands like a swarm of locusts. At night, one could look out over a sea of campfires and tents which shone in the moonlight. A sea which stretched to the very horizon, and, enthroned in the middle, like a spider in a web, Guy Fawkes, who orchestrated preparations for the imminent crusade with an iron hand.
Was assigned to assemble a Crusader army. It is your duty to help me organize supplies. You will receive more detailed orders.
A crusade? My cousin, His Majesty, never said that he was considering such a thing. But who am I to question our ruler's will? The Emperor may be ill, but he seems to want to conquer the Orient regardless. We must support Guy Fawkes in his endeavors. This is our feudal duty.
You heard the orders, and nobody opposes Cardinal Lucius's orders. You will soon receive your first instructions, so kindly make yourself useful. Do you hear? All these knights have sworn an oath to fight for this crusade, and there are more to come. I need provisions to feed and water these brave men.
This will certainly not be the only demand that Guy Fawkes will place on you. Build a market building, as this will create space for all the new plants. Excellent. You can now build the necessary plants around the new market building. Let's just check if work... You should also create some orchards, so that the cider farmers... Oh no. Goods are piling up in this plant, but there's no road connection. Your storage will soon be full of lovely cider. It's a shame that Guy Fawkes will be the first to taste it.
What about those refreshments for the Crusade Knights? You there. Do you know Marie d'Artois? She is the leader of the settlement in the northeast. Here's an important letter that you must deliver to her immediately. Off you go. It's urgent. Some linen garments for the Crusader Knights won't hurt either. But I don't want to wait forever. I have sent a ship to you. It is yours. But hurry up and deliver those garments. I am being far too generous in giving you this ship, I know. But this crusade demands sacrifices from us all.
I know it's rather improper, but could you have a look at this letter? I'm intrigued as to what Guy Fawkes has to discuss with Madame d'Artois. That Fawkes is obnoxious. You'll need a weaver's hut to satisfy his friendly request. If you want to produce linen garments, you must consider building a hemp plantation.
Some citizens have moved into your city.
Ah, good.
You have discovered another player's island.
A letter? For me? Let me see it. From Guy Fawkes. In the name of the Emperor and Cardinal Lucius. A crusade against the Orient. To defend the Empire. Almighty God! Just as my vision proclaimed! I shall gladly join in the holy war. Following a vision, I had new weapons produced for my knights. Lord Northborough's best armourer made them. Please be so good as to pick them up from him.
Useless dolts! They jumped overboard because they don't want to fight in the crusade. Bring me these traitors. I will soon teach them some obedience. As an imperial vassal, it is your duty to assemble some knights for this crusade. There are certain to be some volunteers in your city who want to take up the sword.
Ah, Marie has sent you. So I can have these weapons loaded on board your ship? Take good care of that crate, as it contains some real masterpieces of the smith's craft, even if I do despise the use of force of arms.
Ah, these sodden good-for-nothings must be the traitors, correct? You have actually done something right for once.
Have you brought the weapons crates? Give them to me. God bless you. I will soon travel to Guy Fawkes with my knights for the ceremonial blessing of the weapons.
You call these Hicks knights? You're not serious, are you? Fair enough. If you can't find anyone better, then bring me those scoundrels. Jump to it.
God in heaven, no! We were on our way to the weapon blessing and ran aground on the reef. Have pity on us and help us!
Fantastic! You will soon have produced all the linen garments for Guy Fawkes. Fabulous! You've now provided the raw material for the linen garments. Ah, splendid! Weavers are now moving into your new factory.
Thank God! You have come to help us out of our tricky situation. God bless you! Thanks to you, we will still arrive at the weapon blessing in time.
My workers toil by day to satisfy Phorcas's demands, and at night they work on the cathedral construction site. I want to prepare a feast for them in return for their faithful service. Can you help me?
So, these are your best men? 9, 10. 10 of your best knights. I hope you're not expecting them to return.
Are you bringing me some fish for my faithful workers? Thank you for your active support in this matter. This crusade is such a cross to bear. If I now have to set aside... It's not my place to... I regularly acquire goods from... Perhaps you're having second... Feel free to come and have a look around. Well, my offer still... I hope you find what you're looking for. Well, my offer still stands. Perhaps you're having second thoughts. Of course.
You have
the island with the mountain monastery does not yet belong to anyone. On you go. Build a warehouse on it, and it's yours. Excellent. You've just acquired new land.
How nice of you to come to trade. The wife reckons you should be canonized, or at least beatified.
Have you finally managed to produce some linen garments? At last. However, I'm not at all sure whether we will actually need this many garments in the south. I need ropes. I have ships and war machines to commission. Jump to it. What are you waiting for?
I can only advise you to build a rope yard to supply ropes to Phorcas as quickly as possible. Excellent. However, we still need some hemp to manufacture the ropes here. Please don't forget that ropes cannot be produced without hemp. The first ropes are being manufactured. Splendid! You'll soon be able to complete Guy Fawkes's quest.
Are you finally delivering the ropes? At first glance, they don't look like they're about to break. Well, we'll see if they hold. This Brother Hilarious appears to be an abbot. He will bless the weapons.
I am to bless weapons. Right now? But I have this delicious-smelling chicken in front of me. Lord above, very well. This juicy drumstick will provide me with sustenance on the journey.
It is irrelevant whether the parson wants to bless the weapons or not. He will do it, and you will bring him here.
I had to interrupt my lunch because everything was so terribly urgent. And now I sit here ignored.
So, is that really the abbot of the mountain monastery? Well, bring him ashore. Wonderful. We can now start the blessing of the weapons immediately. Brother Hilarious, discharge the duties of your office. I have done it. Everything is ready. Now, finally, bless these weapons and then distribute them to the knights.
Where's your compassion?
And so, may the Lord anoint these weapons, that they might bear down on the enemy for the glory of the true faith, and,
I am giving you the opportunity to demonstrate your loyalty.